The race for the IPL 2023 playoffs is intensifying on an everyday basis. Every win that each team gets pushes them potentially one step closer to the playoffs or a step closer to the elimination bracket. Now today, when Royal Challengers Bangalore put on a brilliant display and they absolutely dismantled Rajasthan Royals for 59. They won by 112 runs and boosted their net run rate to plus 0.1. On the other hand, yesterday when Lucknow Super Giants were taking on Sunrisers Hyderabad, they chased down 182 and they are now on 13. Now, if you look at the last two Lucknow Super Giants versus Royal Challengers Bangalore encounters, you have only seen hostility, fireworks, controversy, fights, you name it, they've got it. Fans now are baying for this particular kind of a blood sport to happen yet again. The main question after RCB's victory that was posted on social media was, when are RCB and LSG playing in the playoffs? Can they indeed play in the playoffs? Well, a couple of factors need to work in favor to ensure that LSG and RCB square off in this new derby. They can potentially play in the eliminator. Now, looking at the table position, if you look at the table position at this point in time, for the moment, nothing can be predicted for the future. For the moment, let us assume GT and CSK are settling on the top two. Let's just assume. So, technically, if you have to look at it, third and fourth seem to be the very realistic expectation that you can expect RCB and LSG to finish in. Now for that, some factors need to work and one team will have to do a big favor. What is that? Now if you look at LSG's next fixtures, one is against the Mumbai Indians on 16th May at Ekana, followed by the Kolkata Knight Riders on 20th May at the Eden Gardens. After that, RCB's next fixtures are against SRH on May 18th at Hyderabad, and also versus GT May 21, the last day of the league stages in Bangalore. Now, what needs to work in order to ensure that RCB and LSG square off in the eliminator? Because as I had mentioned, GT, CSK probably might seal the top two. Mumbai Indians might have another thing to say here, because for this to happen now, this is what is the scenario. What must LSG do first? LSG will have to hope that they win both games against MI and KKR. Ensure Sunrisers Hyderabad beat MI in the final game. If that happens, Mumbai Indians remain on only 14 points and they cannot qualify. Must not lose any of their remaining games. This is one caveat that we'll have to add. If they do not lose even one game, then this potential possibility of LSG and RCB in the playoffs might happen. If they win both games, they will get to 17 and seal qualification. The caveat for that also is if GT win one more game, and if you look at it, even if CSK win against DC, they are also assured of qualification, and maybe because of CSK and GT's net run rate, LSG will finish third if they don't win by big margins, if we may say. Now, what must RCB do? With this win that they had against Rajasthan Royals, their fate is in their own hands now. Rajasthan Royals have played 13 games, they can only get to 14 now because they will play PBKs in their last game. RCB on the other hand, they take on Sunrisers Hyderabad and GT. What must they do? If they win their remaining two games against Sunrisers Hyderabad and GT, they get to 16, and if Mumbai lose their remaining two games, then they will finish in the fourth spot. If they lose one game and Punjab Kings win both games, then RCB are out. They cannot afford one more loss, because if they have one more loss, either of Punjab or Mumbai Indians will capitalize on that. If they win all their remaining games and Punjab lose one game, and we had already counted on the fact that Mumbai Indians would lose to SRH and Lucknow Super Giants, then RCB are through. So if you want RCB versus LSG in the eliminator, because as I mentioned, most likely LSG and RCB end third or fourth. GT CSK win one more game, they are assured of a top 2 finish. That's no issue. If LSG win one game, RCB win all 3 and MI lose next 2, then eliminator clash is possible. If MI lose to LSG and if MI lose to SRH, and on top of that if RCB win all 3, then you can see round 3, Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli yet again. And this time LSG versus RCB, the eliminator, wherever they play, it will be at Chepauk. Fireworks guaranteed indeed. So for this derby to happen, the new rivalry to happen in the playoff, you have to pray that Mumbai Indians lose 2 games. RCB must win their remaining 2 games and LSG also win 2 games. And if you want them in the qualifier, then that is probably not happening because GT will anyway seal the top spot even if they win 1 game. So that is how you can realistically expect them to play in the eliminator, not in the qualifier. So round 3, Gautam Gambhir versus Virat Kohli, you have to pray to the Mumbai Indians, lose your remaining 2 games. RCB, win your remaining 2 along with Lucknow Super Giants. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this special video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well.